All right, I am excited for this one tonight. The title's a doozy if you cannot tell, and I'm super excited for everyone that's going to be tuning into the live and tuning into the replay tonight. So, as you know, the title is How to Crush the Fear of Judgment, Take Absolute Massive Action, and step into absolutely no fucks given. I'm whispering so Facebook can't hear me. Anyway, so be sure to stay fully immersed, fully present. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. As you know, I love to do really deep trainings in micro times because I really believe that's how we get the most out of it, right? We don't need a massive long training. We just need to get to the juice. And that is my intention tonight, is to get to the juice, give you really 3 key takeaways that have supported me into, crushing the fear of judgment, taking massive aligned action, and stepping into absolutely no F-bombs given. And please be sure to stay on the till the very end, because I've got a really exciting task for anyone that dares, and I'm going to be keeping you accountable and holding you accountable for those of you that choose to do it. So please stay on to the end. I've never done this before. I've never added in that before. And I just feel like, why the heck not? Because I want to see everyone absolutely smashing it. Now, for those of you that don't know me, you might not have never seen my content before, you might be new to my page, massive, massive welcome. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Cherie Murray. So I am very multi-passionate. I am an affiliate marketer in the high-ticket network marketing space. I'm a mindset and transformation coach, helping women really remove the beliefs, blocks, and patterns that are holding them back, because I know how much it held me back in the beginning. So learning things like neurotransformational timeline therapy, quantum healing, energetics, hypnotherapy, lots of tools have really supported me in not only having my blocks removed, but being able to support other women in removing their blocks too, so they can step into the unshakable confidence. Now, you might see my page, you might see me showing up, and you might be like, oh yeah, Cherie's got it all together. It must have been easy for her. But I really want to share that 10 years ago when I got started online, I had the fear of judgment hardcore. And it was running hardcore because the external reality was that I was getting mocked by friends hardcore. I was selling shakes and supplements. I was the chick that sold shakes, posting with her e-shots and her shakes all over Palmer. And I was getting taken the absolute piss out of, right? So, and friends, I use the term loosely, people were just doing the best they could with the tools they had back then, right? It was a new stage, but I'm sure many of you have experienced the fear of judgment and actually receiving judgment. So, I was getting mocked behind my back, to my face. People were removing me from their Facebook, saying that I was in a scam. Are you in a pyramid scheme, Cherie? Oh, you must have joined a cult. You've probably heard all the things too, right? And what I realized that was a key takeaway for me, and that really supported me, it was like the first light bulb moment I had, right? So I want to share this part of my story because I believe it's really important, is when it clicked that these people were not going to pay for me to have time at home, to see my niece and nephew grow up, they weren't going to pay for me to go home for Christmas and take time off the yacht, because I was a yacht chef for 15 years, right? Time freedom was not a thing. When I realized they were not going to pay my bills and allow me to have the time freedom I wanted, things instantly shifted in my brain. I was like, oh my God, okay, this is it. They're not going to support me. They're not going to pay my bills. They're not going to give me extra money. I get to go all in. So that was the first massive shift in my journey. And of course, I did a lot of work on myself, investing in myself, going deep with the personal development work as we do, doing things like the timeline therapy, going back to the root cause. And that really supported me in stepping into my unshakable confidence and taking massive action and rewiring the lack of belief that I used to have in myself. Because when I started in this, I didn't just have the fear of judgment. I had the fear of failure, the fear of success, the self-doubt, the I'm not good enough, basically, you name it, I had it. And I've worked really hard on using certain tools to go really deep to remove that, to rewire my subconscious, to step into the confident person you might see today. And trust me, there's always layers. I'm always working on myself. It's a never-ending journey. I do remember in the beginning, I thought it was going to be a one-stop shop. I remember going to Date with Destiny with Tony Robbins and thinking, amazing, I'm going to go to this 5-day event. I'm going to be absolutely brand new. And it just wasn't the case. That was the start of my personal development journey. So let's step in. This is what we're here for. Stepping into the 3 steps to give you unshakable confidence. So I want to touch back on what I touched base on before at the start is please, I just invite you to remember, knowing that we all get to choose what we get to do, that people's opinions are just that. And if they do not have the results that you desire, then honestly, I really invite you to step into who gives an F-bomb about what they say. And trust me, I know it's not comfortable. I know it can be hurtful at times when you're getting the judgment. But in order to get rid of the fear of judgment, you need to realize that you really get to not take advice from the people that have not achieved what you desire. I really want this to land for you guys who are on live, who are tuning into the replay, because I promise you when it lands, the light bulb goes on, right? You're like, okay, yeah, these people aren't going to frickin' pay my bills. And you take action from a completely different space. Your confidence and posture shifts. I promise you, as soon as you realize these people are not paying your bills. Now, I hope this is landing. I'm sure it is. Number 2 is really allowing yourself to control your emotions. And this is something I got to learn to do because, as I said, you know, judgment can be hurtful. Not feeling enough can be hurtful. Like, we're humans, we're not robots, and I really invite people stepping into feeling their emotions. I'm not from the place where I believe I hate toxic positivity. I really despise it when people say like, no, don't feel sad, don't feel this, because things come to the surface for a reason. But the way we control our emotions, bring ourselves back, step into unshakable confidence and really embrace that confident version of ourselves is not from like a fake it till you make it. You might have heard that, oh, you know, just fake it till you make it. I'm not about that at all. I'm really about acting from a place where we embody that highest version of ourselves that's achieved our goal, you know, whatever that goal is for you, and taking action from that place. And when you do, your whole posture, your confidence level, I promise you, changes. So, you know, when you feel yourself dropping into emotions and dropping into a negative space, I really invite yourself to ask yourself like a kind of high level question of, what would the highest version of me do? How would the highest version of me act right now? Now, ways I practice this, right? I have not just woken up and decided that I'm going to embody the highest version of myself today. I don't you can just decide, but there's definitely a few tools that you get to use to really practice embodying that version of yourself. And when you're doing it daily, that's when things shift. So I use things like like meditations, activations. I actually have an activation that allows you to really set your goal timeline and connect with your higher self. So if you don't have it, just drop activation in the comments. I'll make sure it gets sent out to you. It's a quick, an 8-minute activation that I've got on YouTube. It is hidden. So if you don't have an activation that's going to support you in connecting to your higher self, put activation in the comments. I'll make sure you get access to it ASAP. Now, number 3, this is going to be a good one because this is where I'm really going to invite you guys to take massive action. And this is where, if you're brave and bold enough, which I'm guessing you are because you wouldn't be on this live if you're not, I'm going to support you in doing something that you've been holding back on doing. I'm going to hold you accountable, but there's going to be some things you get to do in order for me to hold you accountable. So another way we dissolve like fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of what other people might think, and we take massive action is by actually taking massive action and doing the thing that we've been stopping ourselves from doing. You know, when you get that like download or that thought that comes in that might be like, oh, I'm going to run a masterclass, or oh, I'm going to start doing my own sales calls, or I'm going to do this live training. And then the fear kicks in and you're like, oh no, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So how we overrule fear and negative emotions, one way is by taking courageous action. So I've got a task for you ladies on live. Everyone tuning into the replay can do this too. There's going to be something so I know what to track. There's going to be a task. So what the heck are you not doing in your business that you say you're doing? What's the one thing you've been putting off, maybe doing, hosting, that you know will get you closer to your goal, whether it's a rent goal, a money goal, whatever that is? What's the thing you've been putting off? Because I promise you, we all have something. And for me, I'll be totally transparent. Mine was holding a live event. And I paused on this for 2 years. It sounds ridiculous to say. I paused on this for 2 years. I finally booked and put a deposit on a place here in Bali to hold a half-day event. Am I nervous? Absolutely. Do I know I'll handle it? Yes, absolutely. So I'd love for you ladies to just notice what's one thing you've been putting off that you know will get closer to your goal. Now, if you would like me to keep you accountable to this, and I really invite you to do this, is to do like a little story on Instagram, tag me, and let me know what you're committing to doing this week that you haven't been doing, that you know is going to get you closer, and I will keep you accountable. So I will give you a week to do it, and then I'll check in this time next week and make sure you've done it. So you have that accountability. And I don't normally do this, guys, for anyone outside of my client base. So I really want to do it because I want to see people taking massive action and stepping into the no fucks given zone. So my Instagram is cherieann.co. Super easy. Some of you might be connected with me on there. Do a post and go, I'm committing to maybe like a cool selfie with I'm committing to ... by next Wednesday, tag me, and then I'll make sure I save that and I will keep you accountable and I will be checking in. So that's really cool. I've never actually offered that before. I'm super freaking excited to do it for the ladies that want to take massive action. They want to step into no fuck bombs given. Oh, I was meant to say F-bombs. Anyway, I'm sure Facebook won't block me. Anyway, so I've seen massive success with my clients when they step and take the massive action. They've gotten rid of all the deep beliefs by doing the timeline therapy. I've got multiple success stories of women like doing my 6 or 12 week program and then finally having that unshakable confidence. Like the evidence is real. And the start of it is by taking some action. So I want to give you guys that task. Now, so if you're feeling called to do that task, please post it tonight. I'm going to make sure I take a picture of everyone's stories, everyone's declarations, and I'll be keeping you accountable for the week. And if you're excited and interested to dive a little bit deeper and see if what I do is a fit for you, and if it's not, that's absolutely perfect. But if you're feeling called and you want to look in to see what timeline therapy is, if it could be supportive to you and removing the blocks and going a bit deeper, then, please feel free to DM me. Let me know you'd like a quick clarity call or pop clarity call in the comments below. We'll have a 30-minute chat. I'll get clear on where you are now, where you want to be, help really bring some blocks to light that might be stopping you from moving forward. And if I feel called, if it feels in alignment, I'll share my program. So if you'd like that as well, I'm tagging the activation, so I'll definitely let you ladies know about that. If you're feeling called for a call, pop clarity call. And then for the Instagram story, just a cool selfie with your declaration. Tag me so I don't miss it, CherieAnn.co, and I will keep you accountable. So ladies, I want to thank you so freaking much for joining me this evening. As I promised, this was going to be quick and to the point and give you actionable steps that you can take right freaking now, because we're here for massive action. It's the name of the life. So thank you so much. I will be doing live trainings every Wednesday from now on. So please feel free to tag anyone that you feel would get value from this, share it away. And I'm so freaking excited to see your ladies' declarations out in the open, standing and embodying your higher self and declaring what you're going to do. And I will keep you accountable. But for now, lots of love from Bali. Thank you so much for jumping on. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Ciao for now.